the rainbow, of course, representing all the colors, representing diversity and inclusion, which is beautiful. And so I'm very happy that somehow my instincts about color today and Pride Week are in collaboration. So we are going to continue doing what we do here on the Creativity Show, which is enjoy our imaginations and get a greater connection to them through spontaneous free association. So we're going to weave movement, sound, visual art, and writing. And we're going to see how creativity flows in any direction we choose to let it flow. It's our choice. And through free association, artistic adventures, I like to call them, we can strengthen our connection to our imaginations, our confidence to express our creativity, and our courage to share it with others. So today, in appreciation and celebration of color, I made these fans that are, well, I used to be a house painter. I've been an artist my whole life, so I've done many different things. Waited tables, worked on the boats, ran my own restaurant, painted houses. I've done many things. Teaching creativity is my favorite way to make a living, my favorite purposeful work in this world. So when I was a house painter, I got these color chips, and yesterday I made them into these fans. So I thought that was a beautiful way to recreate from them. They're so old that the colors and the numbers and the formulas have changed by now. So they are now fans of color. And so I love to recreate from found objects, from things that no longer have the purpose they came into my life with. So that's what happened with these. So we are going to explore, as I said, the free association of using color to inspire other forms of creativity. We have a Tibetan bell. Yes, Bodhi.
On YouTube, you got a comment. First off, Michael said hugs, big hugs. And then the second comment is love the fans. How did you get them to stay open like that?
I put tape on the back. Let me show you. I used a pencil to try to separate them the same amount, a measuring device. And then I just used clear tape on the back when they were separated. And I went little bits at a time because keeping them evenly open was impossible with the whole thing. So I did a few and taped it and a few and taped it. That's how simple that was. And I think it's a beautiful, and I love color. Color is a natural mood, nature's mood elevator. So thank you, Michael. Hugs to you and everybody who's here and sees it later. Hugs to you. So we're going to talk about the 4 primary colors, which of course then can combine into every other color. But we're going to start with what I like to call floga, my own thing. And what I became aware of while thinking about this is that the rainbow that goes red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, indigo is the chakra system, ancient system, and it starts at the base of the body, and so it goes red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet with the third eye. So we're going to start by using colors to get our energy flowing. That's why I call it Floga. And this is something I think I'm going to do this every episode just to get our energies flowing. We're going to start with just moving our toes and our arches and our heels and really feeling our feet on the floor, on the ground, wherever you are, and moving your feet as much gently. And I call it Floga because it's about the flowing energy and it's about gentle. And so now we're going to go to the ankles, and I like to turn in one direction and then the other. And I find this, besides getting our energy flowing into our shins and calves, and now our knees, it's very calming. And I've used it with patients in mental facilities, agitated young people in crisis shelters or juvenile halls, agitated children, and it can calm anybody down who does it, and whatever our anxieties or fears are. So now we're going to go up to the thighs and just shake them. Feel the blood and oxygen flowing. And now the hips. And I like to go both directions with rotations and back and forth and front and back and front and back and around and around. Now up into the belly. And of course, everything is connected in our bodies, in the universe. And so when you shake one part, another part gets some reverberation. So now we're going in to the chest and other direction, and front and back and front and back, front and back, and side to side to side. Now circle, and the other way. Now we'll go up to the shoulders, shake them out. Yes.
On YouTube, I love the word you came up with, Floga in quotes.
Thank you. Well, I've done this ever since I was a little girl. Cats stretch. All animals do. They have their own natural instinctive stretching. And so yoga is just human beings watching animals and following their own instincts. Now we're going into our upper arms and our elbows and our lower arms. We can shake them, we can swing them, we can do I like figure eights, Mobius strips. That's a movement that goes in all directions. Okay, now our wrists. And we hold tension without even knowing we're holding tension, especially if we work at a computer or at a desk. So getting up every 20 minutes and just shaking out now into our fingers, hands. Now we're going up to the neck and rotating, and the head. Now we're just going to let the energy go back down our body, down from our head to our neck, to our shoulders, through our arms, through our chest. Just wiggle it out. Wiggle it down to the belly and the hips and the booty, and shake it on out, and the thighs, the knees, the calves, the feet, and voila. And I feel better. Hopefully you do too if you're following along. Getting our energy going, that's why I call it floga, getting in the flow. We are physical beings. We're not just brains that our bodies carry around. So here we are in a body. Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy its mobility and its ability to soothe us. So medically proven, scientifically documented, we think better when we move. So Bodhi and I do our what we call walk and talks. That's our production meeting time when we get out and get exercise and get fresh air and the views. That's when we talk about our projects, and then we come back in and he gets to his work, I get to my work. And so that's the best time. Sitting at meetings is kind of counterproductive. So if we could move while we're planning and thinking, we think better. So doesn't matter what age, what intelligence level, what education level, it has been proven that we think better if we're moving. So there you go. So now we're going to use color as the inspiration and free associate. We're going to pick sounds for color, and I'm going to suggest that when I name a color, and we're going to show the color with gels over the camera. When you see this color, when you think of this color, what do you feel? What do you imagine? What objects, what feelings, thoughts, inspiration come to you? What associations? And if you could write those in your journal, hopefully you have a way to record what you learn about yourself. And that's what this is. I consider myself a guide for people on the way home to themselves. This is about your imagination. This is about you expressing your creativity and the courage to share it with others. So if you are comfortable and willing to share your thoughts about the different colors in the comment stream, that would be wonderful. So Bo, I can do the musical part, find a sound for each of the primary colors, and then if you come out and put the gels on.
Happy to do so.
Are you ready for that?
I'm ready if you are.
Okay, sure. So, all right, let me put my shoes back on. So let's start with the bottom of, or the top of the rainbow, the bottom of the body in the chakra system. And here's Bodhi, my wonderful, most greatly appreciated, technically competent son, who named us Mother Son Productions, and here we are. So let's go for red. And please write down or note what you feel about this color. And I'm going to pick a sound.
And I'll have to be in there to see the comments.
All right, as you probably ascertained, you can leave the red over that. And if you go in there and if there's comments, I'll try to move what I think is moving red while you go in there and then come back out for the next color.
Sure, or do you want to do a few colors and then I go in there?
Okay, all right. All right, let's, I'm hearing this other music. Does it matter?
So I can mute your computer.
Sure. All right, so red is and as you can see, there's no wrong way to do this. The way you move red, what you think about for red could be entirely different. For me, that was the movement red inspired. So now let's, shall we move on to yellow?
All right.
And I'm going to find yellow. Oh, I'm going to go with, here comes yellow. So please note or write down what this color makes you feel or think about. And here's the sound I'm free associating with yellow. Right. Now I'm going to move, yellow for me is okay. Oh, I make myself laugh. Yes, well, that's the whole idea, is that having fun with our imaginations, with expressing our creativity, is the superpower. If we're having fun, we're going to be freer. We're not going, you can't be having fun and stuck in fear at the same time. So go for the having fun, move through the fear, and let's see what people said about
What was the question again?
red, what it makes you feel or think about in yellow. And then we'll come back out for blue and green. I'm just going to keep moving while he's getting that ready because it feels good. There's no wrong way to move, and it's not right to hurt yourself or anyone else, or to waste things. I'm ready.
YouTube, MMM said, red makes me think of anger.
Anger, okay. Seeing red is often used to mean anger, okay. How about you, Bo?
Yeah, I think red is excitement. Could be anger. Definitely high energy.
All right.
And then someone on YouTube said yellow is more tranquil.
All right. Well, there's no correct answer. We all have our own feelings and our own imaginations, and we get to express it any way we choose. So for me, red feels passionate, and kind of a heartbeat was the sound that I felt associated with red. And yellow was vibrant and sparkly. And so the sound was quick and had a little little peaks, and so that's what the thumb harp felt right. So anything else before you come out in the next colors?
I think that covers it.
All right. What about you for yellow?
Yellow is like a relaxed evening.
All right. All right. Well, you know what any of us feel, and it can change in the moment, an hour later, a day later. It could be a different association we have with any of the colors, or the feelings we get from them, the sounds that we associate with them. So the thing about encouraging connection to our imagination is not judging it, not saying there's a right way or a wrong way to do it, but just letting it flow. That's why I call it flow gun. That's what the people that are the most creative continue playing. And I've said this before, but the older we get, the more important that is to explore and to play and to express ourselves, because life can have a lot of disappointments and responsibilities, and you know, we can get bogged down and heavy. So playing, the older we get, the more important it is, in my humble opinion. All right, so let's go to green would be the next primary color. And let me find the sound for green. Okay, so we're going to go green, and all right, let's move a little green, a little. There we go. Now let's go for blue. So hopefully you're writing down, noting what you feel with these different colors, what you think, what you inspires. Here's blue. All right. So the movement for blue, I would. All righty. So we can take the blue gel off and see what comments and what other people thought with green and blue.
Okay, on YouTube, Michael said, sounds like crickets in green, almost sounds like water in the blue sound. Yeah,
Nice.
very interesting how the color
Nice.
informs what you hear.
Can you turn your mic on so I can hear you better?
I muted the computer for you.
Okay, that's all right. I can hear you.
So you could unmute it if you...
That's all right. I can hear you. So, okay. Is there any other comment for green and blue?
One 1 sec, guys, so she can hear me. I'm going to unmute her computer so she can hear what Michael had to say.
Great.
Michael said, sounds like crickets in green, almost sounds like water in the blue sound.
Nice. Well, my thought with the sound maker instrument I picked for green was the frogs. So crickets and frogs, green, spring, growth. That's very harmonious. And blue, I think of as air, and there's always moisture in the air, so water and air flow. You know, rain is his rivers in the sky. So that the blue for me is movement, but it's got a lot of air and lift and movement to it. So how about you, Bo?
Someone else on YouTube said, for green, I was going to say sickening is my usual association, but when I actually saw it, it felt like nature, Mother Earth.
Nice. Well, that's a positive reassociation. That makes me happy. Yes, green, Mother Earth, beautiful. And how about you, Bo, for green or blue?
Yeah, blue seemed cosmic. It felt like space.
Nice, nice. Well, I think of red as fire element, yellow as earth element, green as water flowing in the spring, and blue as air, winter. So I have these strong associations, all nature, my muse and our home, and the only home in the known cosmos, the incomprehensibly large universe, the only place where life so far exists that we know of, and certainly in our seeable, discernible distance around Earth, this is where life is. This is our home, and it is such a gift and a blessing to be born here, to have life and consciousness here. So writing about what the different colors feel to you, what you associate with them, what the objects, feelings, thoughts, dreams, experiences that you associate with, incorporates writing into the visual of the color spectrum. Let us paint our lives with a full color spectrum. Let us find something meaningful in every color and any color. And let us not limit ourselves to, only having some colors that we accept as valuable to us or usable. Let us dress and decorate our homes and our environments and share in our art, in our music, in our writing, the full spectrum. We are humans that can feel everything from fear to love, from sadness to joy, from cruelty to empathy. So let us be accepting of all of the colors and all of the feelings, and let us play and explore. And that's what increases our connection to our imaginations and our confidence and courage to express our creativity, is just allowing ourselves to explore and share it. And what I'm going to be doing, this episode's focused on color. The next one is going to be line, and then it's going to be shape, and then it's going to be objects, and then it's going to be composition. And we're going to interweave the movement, the writing, the sound, and the visual art, because they're all connected. And we're going to explore how one connects to the other, how one lights up an idea for the other, inspires a thought or a feeling, and how we're connected to everyone and everything. And the more we embrace that, the freer we are. The more we accept our own creative process, our own imaginations, the more we tap into our superpower, which is our imagination and our creativity. Every good idea from farming, our ancestors, when they stopped having to seek food by following it around and hunting it, but they realized they could plant and grow things. That was someone's creative idea. And to now, you know, all the technological creativity, all the medical advances, everything that has improved human life has given us options and possibilities. You know, the first airplane, the first automobile, creative ideas that someone had to imagine it first and then experiment with trying to create it. So our imaginations, our creativity are our superpower, and that's what we're trying to help you get more accepting of your imagination and your creative expression. We live in a highly competitive world. We have heard, you know, I taught every grade level as an artist in residence, and first graders, second graders, they could all dance color. They could all tell a story based on hearing sounds or music with their movement. They could write a poem about the song. They could do anything I suggested with no inhibitions, because they hadn't been told there's a right way and a wrong way. The older people get, I call it perceptual rigidity, the hardest people to work with were the most highly educated, often were the most closed down. The university students would like, what's the purpose of dancing color? And, you know, what are we supposed to get out of this? And how do you do it right? Well, you just have fun and forget about right and wrong and see what you learn. And creative play is joyous. Stepping into our flow increases our happiness. So that's what I'm hoping these episodes help you experience and trust and explore. So, Bo, are there comments?
One moment. Yeah, Michael B said, openness to the surroundings allows for harmony within your world, is what I have found.
Beautiful. This is true. I like to say that fear tries to control, and love supports. When we are in a loving, accepting, harmonious state, we can let things in and pass through us and combine the different ideas and inspiration. When we're afraid that we're going to be ridiculed, judged, criticized, you know, we start closing down what we can appreciate and we start limiting the colors in the colored palette of our lives. So let us use every color, and let us accept all the diversity in the world. As biologists say, you know, the more diversity in an ecosystem, the healthier. So the more we accept the diversity within ourselves, within one another, the healthier humanity becomes. And it is time, in my opinion, to a paradigm shift in accepting that borders are an arbitrary idea. The air, the water, the wind, even soil blows around the planet. There are no boundaries for the elements that we all need to sustain life. So let us be less and less concerned with boundaries and what's different about another person. Let us embrace what's most important, which is what we have in common. We all want to feel safe. We all want to feel respected. We all want to be appreciated and have what we need to sustain our lives and those we care about. And if we care about the whole world, as I do, and everything in it, then we want to live in balance with each other and with nature. Peace is where all the good stuff comes from. Conflict is destructive in every way. And so, you know, let us strive to make peace with ourselves and with everyone in our lives and with nature. Okay, Bo?
Yeah, fantastic. You got another comment on YouTube. I love the set design. You do such a great job.
Thank you very, very much. I enjoy. I just did this morning, and now we're going to play with a few instruments, and we're going to ask you what color this sound is. We just hung these this morning. Say, what color is this? Okay.
Somebody said periwinkle on YouTube.
Beautiful. All right. How about this color?
And MMM said granola brown.
Nice. Okay. How about this one?
I'm going to go with drab green on that one.
Okay. How about this one? We got a color for that one?
Yep, just came in. That flute is light pink.
Nice.
Keep in mind, comments take a little while because their feed is a little bit delayed compared. So.
All right. So here's the next.
I was listening to that without looking, and then I opened my eyes and I realized that it's the same color that is the actual instrument. It just felt like a metallic silver to me, and then I opened my eyes.
Nice. Okay. How about this one?
Let's see. That drumstick thing is 2 colors, black and white.
Nice. Nice. Okay. How about this one?
MMM on YouTube. Whatever color a rattlesnake is, that's it.
Okay. All right. How about this one?
I know what I think, but what do you think?
Oh, I think that is salmon.
Oh, I was thinking kind of a sky blue.
Well, we're all right. That's one of the things I love about creativity is we're always right. I've said this before on a live stream, but I've done a lot of live streams, so I'm pretty sure you haven't seen all of them. So maybe you didn't hear me say this. There's a man, the first time I met him, silver-haired man, who said, "You've done so many things, you must know what it's like to fail." And I said, we look at life very differently. I learn from everything I do, so I never fail. And he wasn't a happy guy. And, you know, the more critical we are of others, the more critical we are of ourselves, the less happiness. The more we accept ourselves and accept others, the more happiness. And stepping into creative flow is a way we can accept ourselves and accept the moment and express the moment and increase our happiness. So I'm going to end with a little fan dance. If there's any other comments before we do that.
Nope, you're caught up.
All right, so here's a little bit of may you enjoy all the colors in life. May you use all of them. May you accept everyone has its own beauty, purpose, and you can use it to adorn yourself, to decorate your home, your workplace, to express your gratitude for being alive. And may we all love each other and ourselves.
Great. And MMM on YouTube said, love the pride flags. Very clever idea. Thanks, Claire.
You're very welcome. And may we love and accept the world and everybody in it and all be healthier and happier.
Fantastic. All righty.